What is going on, you lot? Midi here, and I've had a comment before and I really wanted to do a video on this, rating all of the survivors in Evil Dead. Now, this is going to be the most controversial thing you're ever going to see, because this is going to be my take on it, you know. Everyone else is going to have a different opinion out there, and I'm ready for it. I'm ready for you lot to try and scold me if you think I ain't done the tier list right. So, I'm going to be rating the survivors on a few things. It's going to be, obviously, their main ability, how good the character actually is, and then how good the character is for your team, because I feel like that does play, you know, a huge part in it. All the Warrior Ashes right now rolling their eyes like, hey man, you put him anywhere low on that thing. But, you know, I want to try and make it as accurate as possible. Don't forget, I've maxed out all of these survivors. I've got them all max level, so, you know, I've played my time with them. I'm not going to be, you know, rating them as a noob. Now, I have, like, randomized these up. We're just going to start with them completely randomly. And the first one's going to be Amanda. Where are we going to put Amanda on this list? We've got the S tier, A, B, C, D, and F. F for the trash tier, and S for the best. Amanda, really, as a hunter, she's right. I like playing her. You've got the difference between playing with Kelly and then Amanda. Amanda's more like, I feel like you can just take bosses out a lot easier, whereas Kelly's more of the baiter. Like if you're being chased by a hunter, you can bait them along. So Amanda just outputs a lot more damage. There was a video I've got recently where I found a legendary pistol and, you know, I was doing this one in the chamber build, leave the last bullet of the gun, which does extra damage, use her ability. You could just keep spam shooting and do a load of damage. She's fun to play. I don't think she's S tier though. I would say she's more around a B tier. That's what I'd think. She can output a lot of damage if you're hitting your shots. As for the team, yeah, maybe easier to take down the bosses. I don't know. It's hard to move her between an A and a B. And you got to remember that S is just like completely overpowered. So I'll stick her in B just for now. Look, if we want to move her, we'll move her up. The next one's going to be Annie. Now, Annie's actually really good. You guys see the video about me with her balance bar damage. You know, she buffs the whole team up. Annie did actually get a buff. She received a buff where the range damage went from 10% to 25%. So, depending on the characters that you're playing with as a leader for Annie, it could be really good. Like, if you're playing with two hunters and you've got an Annie leader on your team, you're buffing their damage by 25%. Like I just told you with Amanda. Imagine you're, you know, spam shooting with a pistol, last bullet, it's legendary, you've got ranged max out, 25% extra damage, really good. And then she's passively got balance bar damage. I say she's A tier, easily going to be A tier, right? A lot of the leaders are good, but she does benefit the team only if you play her properly. Like, you know what I mean? If you're playing with two hunters, you're standing there aura radius, you're using your ability to buff their range damage up, then yeah, easily A tier. And if you're not doing that, boom, right there. No, I'm joking. 8, so it's going to be an A tier. I'm going to leave it as. Right, next, where are we going to go with a Cheryl on a team? Now, Cheryl, she's easy to play for new players. So if you know, straight away get into the support role, you can play Cheryl really easily. She can heal more with colas. She can put down an ability which heals everyone in a radius. She is good. But what would I compare her to other supporters? I mean, you got Pablo, can't be seen on the map, and then you've got the support Ash. I know, I think she's A tier easily, because she's easy to play, she's easy to understand, she heals more with colas, and she, I would say, is probably one of the most picked supports in the game. I feel like Cheryl could be A tier. I might move it down to a B. Nah, I'm not sure. I feel like she could be set up at A tier. I feel like all of these characters could be straight away slapped into an F if the person who's picked them don't even know how to play them. But I feel like setting her A tier or B tier seems to be fair. She's not a C or a D or an F, nowhere near. She's definitely in the top 3 highest rows here, so I'm going to leave her at an A. Next is going to be Arthur on the list. Arthur did actually get a nerf. His main ability increases the melee damage. It used to be 30%, but now it's gone down to 20%. But at the same time, he's also got Weapon Master Light Attack, so you and all your teammates within an aura's radius, they'll increase damage with light attacks. That goes up to 30%. So really, that should stack with his main ability. Once you activate that, you're doing 50% more damage with melee characters, which, yeah, that's a hard one really, because if you've got all melee characters in your game and you pick Lord Arthur, then it's hard, isn't it? Because I feel like the ranking of him also depends on, if they're all picking hunters, then yeah, you're not really going to want to bother with using, you know, Lord Arthur as much. He is really good with the sword as well. Now, I think B tier. I honestly think B tier. I think if you've gone for like everyone's a warrior, then yeah. But I just feel like he's in B tier. He's just standard, you know. He's going to increase the damage with the light attacks and the heavies. He does a bit of fear reduction, and he increases his damage with the sword. But I feel like how he is just a B tier for me. Whenever I see an Arthur in my game, even when I'm playing like a warrior, I never notice like the buff. Like this damage buff, maybe I'm just not thinking about it, but whenever I'm in a game, I just feel like I don't noticeably see something, you know, like stopping the demons' basic units with melee attacks, even if I'm playing a warrior. I just feel like I'm setting him at B tier. That's fair. Oh, next we've got Ed Getley. He, straight away, dare I say, he could go into the S tier from you guys seeing my video now. That this guy, okay, he's got the flashlight ability where he can disable all of the traps in an area, which is really good. Say you're doing daggers or pages, you activate your flashlight, you disable all of them traps, so the demon can't sort of, keep spawning in mobs that way. If the demon's got you in areas with loads of buildings, you could just run around, disable all the traps, and you know what I mean? It's going to be less pressure, but his passive ability to be able to find extra crates around the map. You guys see my video I posted a few days ago. I was going in the game and all of the crates were just epic or legendary. At the least they were mostly blue. And just having that perk alone, all of the crates in the game have now, been increased to higher rarity. You're benefiting your team hugely. Think about it. You're finding legendary weapons, more pink F bottles, more stuff. I don't care. He's S tier. Like, what are you guys gonna say? Are you gonna say he's A tier or B tier? Then don't forget as well, you get the crossbow with him, and if you can land headshots with that crossbow, with the faster attack speed and everything, he's really good. He is good. And you got to remember as well, he's the only hunter that technically actually benefits your team, apart from obviously Hunter Ash. Ed's looting abilities, I don't know, man. Having him in the game has always felt really easy. I'm leaving him at S tier. Maybe he'll get patched in the future. I feel like they probably will nerf that, but he is sticking up at S tier. I don't even care what you guys say about that. And the next character we've got is going to be the Hunter Ash. Now, the Hunter Ash has got a really good ability where he can just unpossess anyone who is possessed, Maybe they're taking over a hunter and you can just unpossess them like that. He can unpossess most of the basic units, and then the elites and bosses, he kind of drains their orbs. I do like playing him because I feel like into the early game when the boss possesses like a mob and they've barely got anything, you can kind of just get rid of them. They've changed his cooldown from 60 seconds to 90. So I feel like he probably would have been an A, but now they've increased the duration. I feel like I'm going to set him as a B. He does spawn in with a double barrel shotgun, which does, decent damage. It's not bad. I feel like his ability, now that they've increased the cooldown by another 30 seconds, kind of painfully puts him at B. I feel like that's fair. If it was 60 seconds, yeah, not too bad. You can unpossess people straight away. I felt like when the game first came out, he is easily A tier. But I think setting him as B, just because, yeah, he does help the team out, but he's helping the team out every 90 seconds. If someone gets possessed, just shoot him, just hit him, I think B tier is really fine to actually just set him there. Okay, next we've got Henry. We're going through the Warriors now. I feel like this is where people are going to start judging me. Henry, an absolute beast. Like, straight away, I'm going to set him A tier. Dare I say, we could even go to S tier with the Henry. In terms of his team play, he has got like one of the best abilities in the game, being able to be completely immune. You can't grab him, you can't damage him, you can't break his shield, you cannot do anything for 7 seconds when he activates that ability. So you can clutch revive people, you can get their souls, go to the altar, nothing's going to interrupt you. You're guaranteed to get your whole team back. It's hard. I really want to put him into the S tier just because of his ability. And then you got to remember as well, he also has an ability called rebound, so he reflects a percentage of the damage he receives back onto the attacker. So if you're building him really tanky, then he's always doing damage to the demon. Like, it's just beneficial to have there. Compared to the Warrior Ash, yeah, I know you lot are waiting for that one. I just feel like, I don't know. Do we put him in the S tier because of his ability? I feel like I hate him so much in all of my demon videos that he deserves the S title just because of how annoying I think he is in a game. I think S tier is definitely fair for him, but you can make some huge clutch plays with Henry. He is good. Okay, here we go. You lot are ready for this. The Warrior Ash. Oh, where are we putting him? Bomb. Nah, I'm joking. We're not going to put him F rank. Warrior Ash. The guy who, you drop your pistol on the floor for the hunter and he picks it up. And then he takes all the colas and then walks into the forest. Never to be seen again. This guy is the solo man. This guy is just, listen guys, you do whatever the fuck you want to do. I'm going to go carry the game by myself. This is this kind of guy. He actually got nerfed. If he didn't get nerfed recently, I'd definitely slapping him A tier. But he did receive quite a big nerf. His cooldown got increased. His damage reduction was at 50%. That's now gone to 30%. Yeah, it's hard. I really want to stick him in B tier, but I know you lot are going to go crazy and be like, no, Warrior Ash is A tier. I feel like he is good. All the Warriors are. It's just, am I just rating him based on how people play him and how I see people play him? Maybe. In terms of helping his team out, I mean, What's he doing to help his team out? He doesn't really have any team abilities apart from just trying to be a, you know what I mean? Trying to be a huge tank here. He's got shield blast, so every time he puts a shield on and it blows up, it does... It used to do 200 damage, now it does 125. He can recover part of his shield when he's doing takedowns, and he does better damage with the chainsaw. Do I want to stick him in B tier or A tier? I feel like if I stick him in B tier, you lot are going to go absolutely mental. It just seems like his ability got nerfed a bit more. He doesn't feel as strong in the game. I'm sticking him in B tier. I know you guys are going to go crazy over that one. Leave a comment. Leave a comment where you'd put Warrior Ash right now. I want everyone to tell me the literal rank of where you would put that at. The nerf definitely sets him in B now. Okay, the next character is going to be the leader Ash. Now, I've played him. I've maxed him out. He's got the ability where he can just do that blast damage and, you know, destroy all the enemy's balance bar. It damages it a bit. Is it hugely noticeable? Not really, but it's got a 30-second cooldown. It's not bad. I feel like he definitely sets in C tier. It's just the easiest choice. Whenever I've played Leader Ash, I just feel like he doesn't do anything. Okay, don't get me wrong. He's got El Jeffy, where he gives everyone in a radius fear resistance. That goes up to 20%, and then you can obviously put another 20% on that. So maybe 40% fear resistance, but it just doesn't seem noticeable. Like, I go into games with him, and yeah, no, he's staying at C tier easily. To be fair, I'd put him in D tier. I actually... Oh, I'm debating that now. Am I going to make people angry if I put him in D tier? Like, I just feel like compared to the other leaders, he just... I don't know. I'm putting him in D. I seriously am. I just don't think he is even comparable against the other leaders. I think he's the worst one out of three. If you can roll your eyes at that, I just... this is my experience in completely maxing him out. But we leave him in D tier. We might shift him up to C. Who knows? Maybe something will change my mind, all right? Next, we've got Kelly. So, Kelly is... She's a hunter I like playing. A good Kelly player, and I feel like there are some sweaty players out there that will play her. If you can loop demons for ages, not only can she dodge a huge amount of times, but then using your ability to dodge even more, and then each time you do a successful dodge and land a shot on an enemy, you're then doing bleed damage. So if you land like a headshot and you do 1,000 damage, it's going to do a percentage of that as bleed damage over time. You can keep dodging, keep stacking that up. She is really good. I'm easily putting her in A tier. But the problem with Kelly players is the same with the Warrior Ash, is that people are greedy with her. You know, she's... A lot of people that play her, they run off into the distance. You know, they play their own game. But Kelly can actually do that. Like, if you're going off and doing objectives and the demon's zoning you, you can just waste their time. You can vault. You can keep vaulting. Okay, the demon's catched you up with a vaulting. Then you can dodge. Oh, he's wasted all your dodges. You activate your ability. You dodge more. You can waste a lot of time. If you're skilled with Kelly, there is definitely a big opportunity. And at the same time, if you're not managing your fear with her or any hunter in general, then yeah, the demon's going to probably wipe your whole team out with her. So you need to be very careful. I feel like she is definitely A tier just because of the plays that you can do with her and the time wasting with demons. You know, I literally will ignore Kelly's as a demon. That's how annoying I think she is. So I think she's up there as the A tier easily. In terms of a team player, yeah, you'd stick her fucking at F, but A tier because her ability is good. Oh, here we go. Pablo. The boy Pablo. Crablo. The man that we love. Dare I say, Pablo could be S tier. This is hard, right? Because Pablo is a really unique character in the game. He's the only one who cannot be seen by the demon on the map. And someone actually wrote a comment, I think it was yesterday, saying that you could actually use cars with Pablo, and he cannot be seen. Like, the demon don't get a notification if he's using cars, but they can see the vehicle like moving around the map. And I think that is true. I think I have seen that in a game where a vehicle was moving, but no notification. I was like, that's weird. And then you saw my video about Pablo doing the mission objective sneakily. You got to remember, when characters go down, the demon's not going to be paying attention to Pablo. Can't see him. You can get revives done. You can revive your teammates. You can poop out an amulet every 2 minutes. He's really good. He's definitely a more unique support compared to the Cheryl. I think if played properly, I don't know. This is hard. I want to put him into an S tier because of just how he is. Like, he's really annoying person. The more point is if you get zoned out, if you get caught, if the demon actually does see you and catches you out, then you are in trouble. But do I want to stick him in the A tier or the S tier? This is really hard choice. I actually don't know, because S tier is like the best of the best. Not being able to be seen by the demon makes him an extremely sort of sneaky support to be playing. I really want to stick him into S tier. I do. I feel like he's so unique out of the bunch, and he's able to play really sneakily and go for revives, be a team player and help your team out, especially with revives and stuff. I think S tier is definitely what I'm going to stick him as. I feel like a lot of you probably would say leave him in A. It's hard. We leave him in S for now. Who knows? Maybe we'll move him. Okay, next we've got Scotty. Scotty, all of you lot, I don't know where it is. Maybe you just fancy Scotty. He looks like Prince Charming to you or something. But Scotty, I don't think he's, compared to like the Warrior Ash and the Henry, like his ability is standard. You know, it's not helping the team out hugely. All right, you're doing a bit of damage to mobs. Maybe against necromancers, he's really good because, you know, you can do cleave damage with your heavy attacks and the lumberjack axe and just, you know, wipe out loads of mobs at once. I feel like compared to the other warriors, he deserves an C rank because his ability is standard. His other passives are whatever. You need to find a lumberjack axe in the game for him to even be good. If Scotty spawned in with a lumberjack axe, I would easily put him B. You know, dare I say A. But because you don't spawn in with the lumberjack axe and you have to find it, and his ability's a bit lame, I easily think it's C. I feel like yous lot are going to go crazy. Yeah, I'm a Scotty, mate. You stick him up at A right now, Vinny. You put him on A right now. Wait, he's staying at C. I don't think he deserves to go up any further until I see some sort of buff being put onto him, alright? So don't you lot get angry with that. And lastly, we've got the support Ash. Yeah, unique character. I think he definitely takes more skill out of all of these to use because of his ability where get marked for damage. So you land a headshot on a target, and then if anyone shoots that target, they do 30% more damage. But then he's also got one where if he lands a headshot on a target, if anyone does a follow-up shot on that, they heal for 30% of the damage. So if you've got a decent ranged gun and you're doing headshot damage, they're going to heal 30% of that damage. And could be quite a lot. He's also got another ability where he can swing with heavy attacks, heal his entire team like that. You could even put the spear on him and do the heavy attack, and it counts per mob hit. So if you get a spear, you heavy swing it, you hit like, you know, 3 mobs, all of your team are going to heal for like 3 times, not just once. It's going to go heal, 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 you know, and it does kind of stack like that. Do I want to put him in A tier or leave him in B tier? This is the hard part. His actual ability is really good to keep reducing your team's fear. You can kind of keep on top of that. Like, if you've got hunters on your team, then I definitely think that you should be using... this is hard. If you've got hunters on your team, at least 2, even 1, you can definitely use Ash as the support. I think I'm going to leave him in A tier. I feel like his fear reduction, he's got another ability where he can heal with heavy attacks, and then he's got increasing the damage. If you land in headshots, though, he's only going to be A tier if, you know, the best of the best player is just landing all headshots with him. If you're not landing headshots, you'll definitely get him put into a C. You know what I'm saying? But in terms of how you can play him and how good he can actually be, I feel like he deserves A tier. Does Warrior Ash deserve A tier? No. He's staying in B tier. You lot can get mad about that. But I feel like after the nerf, he's staying in B tier. I think that tier list is accurate. To me, this seems really freaking accurate. I want you lot to know what you guys think about this tier list. What do you think's changed? Actually, no. Just one comment I want in this video. Where would you put the Warrior Ash? I want to know. S being the best, F being the worst. Where you putting him? He's staying in B for me. Guys, that was my Survivor video. I hope you lot had a little laugh with that. I hope I've made a quite accurate list here and I've not angered all of you. If you'd like to see more videos like this and me just talking about these survivors, let me know. I'm always open to the ideas. But as always, I'll catch you lot later.